So here it is, 2000 EM1 Honda Civic SI. Picked this up the other day. Came up on Facebook Marketplace, made an offer, worked the deal, and picked it up. It's a solid car for what it is. I mean, it's a 20-year-old car now. These cars are getting old. 21 years old actually. It's 2021 now. So, but overall it's in pretty clean condition. It's not perfect. None of these cars at this point in their life cycle are going to be perfect, but it's complete for the most part. It's in pretty good shape. The paint is decent. It's not perfect. It's not a show car, but it's a good solid platform. There's some imperfections in the paint here and there. The worst of it, some of the worst of it's here. I guess the guy had a roof rack or something. I don't know, but you know, I don't have to touch that up so it doesn't rust. Luckily, it's where I live, it's very dry, so not a big deal. But it's got new tires on the OEM wheels, which I like. The wheels actually have a spacer to push them out a little bit, so it gives it a little bit of a better stance, so they're not so sunken in, which is pretty nice. These headlights, I think they're aftermarket. The fitment isn't the greatest. They're missing some of that trim piece that goes over it to kind of fill that gap, so that's not that great. I think that's a rep lip, so the hood is not the greatest either. I guess there was some damage. That had a carbon fiber hood, and at least that's what the guy told me, so they replaced it with this one. Doesn't have the original grille, unfortunately, either. There's a scuff in the paint right here, but you know, that's to be expected with a car of this age. It's not new by any means, but overall it's pretty solid. There's some things I like about it and some things I don't like. It has an NVIDIA exhaust here in the back, an N1 style, so I'm not really a fan of those. They're pretty loud. Let's go inside. The interior overall is very clean for being as old as it is. EM1 cluster. Came with the K-Tune short shifter. It had a skunk tune knob, but I put that one. That's a Carceps weighted Delrin knob. So far I like it. There's a lot of play in the shifter, which needs to be addressed. But everything's here, you know. The rear seats are in decent condition. The seats overall are decent condition. The interior is in decent condition. The one thing it has that I don't like is this hub and steering wheel setup. I'm not a fan of these quick release type of setups. And the other thing going on is this steering column's messed up. So the steering column is bent, so I have to replace that. And then this thing doesn't line up. Apparently you need an adapter for this Grip Royal to NRG hub setup. It's canted off to the side, which I don't like. And then another thing is it sticks out too far and it makes me feel like I'm too close to the steering wheel. So I'm gonna be finding something else, some sort of OEM setup, or like the OEM steering wheel, or something else to that effect. But I don't like this setup, so that's something I don't like. The other thing is this is messed up, so the hood latch, that's pretty common. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fire it up. See, that way you can see it. The exhaust is a little drony in here, but it fires up no problem. Fires up nice. It's got a few little rattles, but no biggie. It runs good. All right, moving back to the front, let's take a look at the engine. That's what everybody likes to see. And there it is, B16A2 matching trans. It has this generic intake, which I don't like. I'm going to be replacing that with the stock air box or something a little bit better. Not a fan of that. The other thing is that the washer spouts are not hooked up there, so to this hood, so I'm going to address that. They're just tucked in right there for the moment. But overall, it's pretty clean. Everything's there. It's got the stock header. Air conditioning equipment is here, but it needs some work. It's not working at the moment, so that's something else I need to address. But otherwise it runs pretty good. But I'm gonna be going through it, and there'll be a whole series of videos that while I fix this thing up, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, things of that nature. The other thing it has is D2 coilovers. It was slammed. The previous owner had it slammed, and it was really unpleasant to drive, so I lifted it up. I don't like driving slammed cars. Lowered is fine, slammed is not, in my opinion. So let's close this. Alright guys, well, thanks and stay tuned. Like I said, there's going to be more videos to come with this car as I kind of get it where I want it to be, where I like it to my preferences. So we'll go from there, and it'll be fun. So if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.